goodness. I haven't stayed up that late since my college days. I had a wonderful evening. Thank you, Shepard.
Renegade? Really?
I noticed the fish tank up in your cabin. If you'd like, I could feed your fish while you're away.
I'd appreciate that, Kelly.
It's my pleasure. Anyway, what's up?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Ta-da! Alright, now let me explain what just happened. I know this is kind of stupid, but basically what I imagine happened up there is it started out as a date, and then Shepard, who had just read Caden's email, got really depressed, and, you know, Kelly's a psychologist.
You might want to speak with Tally. She seems very worried about something.
Yes. She's like a psychologist, so she ended up spilling all her feelings to Kelly about Caden, and Kelly totally understood because, like, she's Kelly. So, she and Kelly are no longer in, like, a relationship of any kind, and she still wants to be with Caden after that email. Now we're gonna get an email after the end game from Kelly, but I'm gonna ignore that and pretend it doesn't exist. But whatever. Anyway, let's go see what these guys have to say.
I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Yeah, right. That scunner couldn't serve a good haggis if his life depended on it.
But all haggis tastes like ass anyway.
Aye, but in the right hands, it could taste like mighty fine ass.
Alright, let's see what's bothering Tally.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tally.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We are a family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vassilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
Okay. Let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
No time for me to help Tally? Are you crazy? You're Tally! Okay, so just pointing out, the real reason why I did all that with Kelly is, 1, I get a fish feeder, 2, it's the only way to make her appear in the 3rd game. Which is kind of stupid, but whatever.
This mission takes me back. Collectors and Protheans. It's all about my pay grade. I'm more used to putting down rebellions, tracking down bastards who didn't pay their gambling debts. Still, even I know a galaxy-shaking revelation when I hear one. Makes fighting land wars for pay seem small time. I used to do a little scorched earth work here and there. Then the Batarians started muscling in. No one's as good with terror tactics as they are. I mean, the Krogans will come at you, break your face, kill your family. But the Batarians, they'll turn your planet into a glass parking lot without a second thought. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Oh, I'll also point out that for some reason in Caden's recording of his apology email, he mispronounced Ilos and Vermeer as Elos and Vermeer. It's kind of weird, but whatever, I'll forgive him. The rest of the email was awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna change up my armor and see if my fish is still alive. I hope it is. Yep, yay! You don't have to bother with feeding your fish anymore. That's why I didn't get any fish before now, because I have to come up here all the time and feed my fish. I don't want to do that. So anyway, oh yeah. Power damage, good. Okay, we're gonna keep those. What color should I make it this time? Huh, bright pink. Let's go into battle as Barbie. What Barbie would look like if she fought wars. I don't know. Wanna do purple? Or black? Have I done purple yet? Have I done this blue? I don't know if I have. Let's find a good... Blue and orange are complementary colors. So let's go with blue and orange. Oops. Sorry, I don't want to spend too much time here. Okay, that works for me. I just like to play around with compliments. Anyway, yeah, we've been buying a lot more ship models. Whoa, look at Sovereign. There are a lot in the game, so grab as many as you want. Combat Information Center. Export your save games to Mass Effect 3 if you survive. Alright, tiny spoilers, but I'm just going to put it out here right now that it's actually very hard to get Shepard killed in this game. It's possible, but you almost have to work against yourself to end up with Shepard dead. You have to make the worst decisions, you know, just barrel through the game without thinking about anything. You have to be basically a terrible person or a terrible player of this game to manage to get Shepard killed. Ugh. Journal. Update yourself. Alright. Time to go. Oh, we're in the Caliston Rift. There's some interesting stuff to do here. Caliston. So we've got a lot of side quests to do here. This is gonna be rich. Asteroids are generally... Look at my levels of stuff. I have like nothing.
Well launched.
Gosh. See, because normally I go mining a lot more than this, but because I'm doing a playthrough, because I'm recording this, you know, I'm not mining so much because it's boring to watch, you know. Oh, she's mining breasts for iridium. That sounds so fascinating.
Launching probe.
Sorry about this, guys. It will be boring. Maybe I should just pause recording really quick and do some serious mining.
Probe away.
Alright, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mine every planet here in this system. I'll come back to you when I'm done, okay? Bye! Okay, I just mined out every planet in the system, minus the gas giant, because it had, like, nothing good. Anyway, we're gonna head over here. Halava. And we'll see what's going on here.
Anomaly detected.
There's a piece of crap mech on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it.
Probe launched. Something on our sensors.
Surface scans detect one. I never know. I get the feeling that it's Ymir because they're all like Greek gods and stuff, but I always want to say YMIR. Anyway, there's one blah blah heavy mech signature matching an unknown, possibly pirate registration. Mech appears to be disabled but broadcasting a looping message. Message does not appear to be a distress signal. Resource scans indicate large quantities of mineral resources available, but obscured behind walls of dense stone. Also, this planet is rich, so I'm going to keep scanning. And then we'll go down and get what's in the mech. Anyway, as you can see, I got a lot of resources. And I feel much better now. It told me several times through scanning, oh, you can afford this now, you can afford this now.
Launching probe.
So it doesn't take that long to scan a planet, so you can just stay here and watch. And if you're uncomfortable with that, then you can go away. Anyway, I am rescinding my assertion, sorry, not assertion, I don't think that's even a word. I am rescinding my assertion that my voice is building up a resistance to talking a lot. I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but it normally does not sound like this. It normally sounds kind of, you know, strong and like actually like a normal working voice. I mean, it's not like it sounds bad, and it's not like it feels bad. In fact, I kind of prefer it this way. It kind of feels nice when I talk, but I don't know. It's still kind of struggling with the constant talking. Woo!
Probe away.
But whatever. Before we go down there, I'm gonna look at some upgrades, and then we'll go down and get the mech mining thing. And this one's really easy. You only have to fight 2 people. And they're not even people. It's either 2 or 3, I can't remember, but it's like really easy. They're just barren. This one's about nothing but mining. Anyway, hard shields, yeah! Heavy pistol. Submachine gun. Sniper headshot. Ah, that feels much better. Ugh, I need more platinum. But I've gotten all that. Good. Okay. Let's go down and get some mechs. Okay, and I think I'm taking, who am I taking? I forget. I'm taking Kasumi and Samara. Ugh. Kasuns and Samars. Where are they? There's Samara. Gosh, this is my first time taking her anywhere, isn't it? Okay. No, I don't take her anywhere again for a long time. Overload, Kasumi. Overload. I'm just gonna upgrade throw all the way. It's more useful than pull. I'm not a big fan of her when it comes to her powers. Because, come on, throw and pull. Reeve is nice when you get it. But that's when you get her loyalty. Anyway, we can get rid of the particle beam. Go back to the missile launcher. I have actually never tried the Avenger in this game. I'm gonna try it in this mission. I'm gonna see how it handles. I always play with the Vindicator. It's funny how the Avenger is it's sort of like, the game is like, oh, it's the weakest assault rifle or whatever.
Detecting a large supply of resources buried deep within the canyon walls. Heavy explosives will be required to excavate them.
Let's check this out. I paid Harriet good money for this useless heap of signal error, detected serious caches of resources here on this planet, but memory leak detected. Alright, I said, sure, the thing leaks fuel like a bolus after a mega rain call, but I can deal with that. So I took off and laid out a trail of power cells leading from where I was unloading from where I unloaded the mech to bad package please restart, so I could at least get the thing moving. And now illegal fault detected won't even move. Damn that swindling L-Core. L-Core named Harriet? Where have we heard of that before? Piece of signal error. Okay. This mission is just a lot of walking around and stuff. So just follow the mech. Oh, it needs power cells. And stand back from stuff like that if you know it's good for you. Alright, I'm gonna fire some shots. Oh, I like this gun. I'm gonna play with it for a little while. But it was one of the strongest guns of ME1, if I remember correctly. And now it's apparently one of the weakest ones. Alright, Mechie. Did I seriously just call this giant thing Mechie? Oh dear. This is what I have become. Alright, so just keep moving, you'll find power cells and stuff like that. Go down here. Alright, now I get a chance to test out this gun for real. There's a Baron over here.
You see that?
Yes, I do. It's less accurate.
Haha, I'm down. Killed one.
But I kind of like it that way. You know, you can run and spray. What was it called? Spray and pray? Anyway, power cells. Let's go back to our mech friends. It's kind of nice not having these things shoot at you for once, you know? Because they're always shooting at you. Okay, there are power cells over here too. And just wait for it to come over. Let's fire this gun some more. Woo! That's fun. I kind of like this gun. The Vindicator is... I think that's the second gun you get in ME3. The second assault rifle. And I always used to... Okay. You're gonna... If you're not interested in the guns and stuff in this game, you're gonna hate me in ME3. I get really into the guns. ME3 has fixed the problems with both ME1 and ME2. ME1, there's too much customization and too many guns. In this game, there's not any customization and not enough guns. So in ME3, they fixed that by having a lot of guns, but not too many. And you get to customize them however you want. And... oh, here he goes. If you're close to him, you know, you get hurt. But anyway, in ME3, the guns are great, so I have, like, my favorites. I have, like, guns that I'm, like, loyal to. Like, I always take this gun on this mission, and things like that. Okay, my absolute favorite assault rifle is, the Revenant. Oh! The Revenant is my favorite. You can get it in this game, if you're a soldier. Because if, say you're an infiltrator, so you're already going to have a sniper rifle in your arsenal before you get to the collector ship. But, so you can't get sniper rifle training, but what you can get is a better sniper rifle that no one else can use. It's the Widow, and that gun is really good, but if you're an infiltrator. You can use it in the third game, but it's a seriously powerful gun, but you can only shoot, like, one shot at a time. You only have, like, 10 shots, or 8 or something like that. So you have to make every shot count, and you want to generally use it against big enemies. So that's a cool. But anyway, so that's what happens if you already have the gun. That would normally be offered as you know, extra weapon training. So, oh, we gotta go talk to Thane.
Thane would like to speak with you, Commander.
Yes, I saw that in my journal. But so if you're a soldier, you're already gonna have assault rifles, because I think as a soldier you get everything except shotguns or something like that. But so when you get to the collector ship, you can take a Revenant as your better assault rifle. I've never played as a soldier, so I've never gotten the Revenant in this game, but in the third game, oh, I just love that gun so much. Once I get it, I almost never switch from it. There's only one time I switch from it, and it's when you get a chance to get a gun that does not use thermal clips, but it like, what do you call it, cools down on its own. It's a relic from the First Contact War. And you get it only if you have the Citadel DLC. But, damn it, I just love the Revenant. I think you get it, oh, I can't tell you the level, it's kind of really revealing.
Shepard.
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. No, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night, no final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
How long's it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
What sort of dance is that?
It's... I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music, old, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. Father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, please, touch my sleeve. I need to read this, I said. Don't look at him.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
So now we have every loyalty mission, and we can talk to Miranda later. What else is there? Alright, I guess we're just gonna keep doing, Side quest now. Super side quest time! I think we'll be able to hit Tally's loyalty mission before the day's over. I always make sure to do hers as soon as possible, because, I mean, can you imagine just sitting there? They don't even tell her what she's being accused of. She just has to sit there and try to concentrate as she's wondering what she could have possibly done to get accused of treason. But, so I like to help her. Anyway, I'm gonna do some more scanning, I think. If any of these are rich or good. Alright, good.
Launching the probe.
Hopefully you can forgive me if I don't turn off the camera right now.
Probe launched.
I'm just gonna grab some resources and go. I mean, we have Miranda's upgrade
Probe away.
to the scanning system, so it doesn't take nearly as long as it would. But it's certainly taken longer than I'd like. There we go.
Probe away.
So, I was dreaming about Disneyland last night. I dreamed that I went to Disneyland with my dad and my stepmom, Rachel. And, Rachel and I were trying to go for the Matterhorn.
Launching the probe.
And I know Disneyland like the back of my hand, alright? I often tell people, you can drop me in any place in Disneyland, give me 10 seconds and I'll know where I am and know how to get to where I want to go. It's very rare that I look around Disneyland and go, where am I? I just know the place really well because I've been there all my life, you know? Especially earlier in my childhood. But, anyway, so I dreamed that we were trying to get to the Matterhorn. And we walked around the mountain and somehow ended up in Universal Studios, which is not really all that near Disneyland.
Probe away.
But in the dream, I remembered a previous dream as if it were a memory, where I was walking around, I was trying to get to SeaWorld, and I ended up at Universal Studios, which is also really weird. But, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of, like, weird half-recurring dream where I try to get to somewhere and end up at Universal Studios.
Probe launched.
My mom and I have yearly passes to get there, annual passes.
Probe away.
So we go there a lot, but we haven't gone there in a few months. We're hoping to go again soon, maybe this weekend or something. But, it's like our place. We know that place really well. I've kind of memorized the layout of that place too. They opened their Transformers ride last year and it's pretty fun. I've never actually seen Transformers. I kind of want to because I went on that ride and it was really fun, but what really got me at the very end of the ride was the music. Alright, I think I already pointed this out, but I paid a lot of attention to music and noises and sounds. But it's like once you complete the ride, they have like this epic music, like, yay, you just completed your task or whatever. But I was just sitting there in awe, like almost forgetting to get off the ride because I'm like, this music, it's just, oh, I like fell in love with the music. So I kind of want to see the movies, if for no other reason than to hear its music. Like have any of you, well probably, but for those of you who have seen any of the Transformers movies, how's the music? Like, if you pay attention to that sort of thing. Because I know my mom doesn't. She's paid more attention to it since I started, like, telling her about it. But, generally she doesn't pay attention to music. But, she will sit there, like, in a movie theater and ask me, okay, who did the music for this movie? And I can listen to it and give a pretty good guess as to who did the music. I know composers better than I do, like, singers and bands and stuff. You know, I I hate it when like a survey question, you know, for some personality quiz asks me, what's your favorite band? And I'm just like, I don't really have one. I don't know, maybe the London Symphony Orchestra? Does that count? I have favorite composers, or what's your favorite singer? Well, I don't have a favorite singer, but, you know, I really like Stuart Copeland. He does some good music for video games and stuff, you know, so, but it always kind of shocks me when I'll meet people who literally do not know who John Williams is. Alright? It's John Williams! Everybody should know who John Williams is, even if they don't pay attention to things like composers and stuff. It's John Williams! One of the most freaking famous composers of all time. Him and like Hans Zimmer are like some of the most famous composers ever. You know, of the modern-ish age. But then other people, like, I don't know, Harry Gregson Williams is really great. Michael Giacchino. Two that are relatively unknown are Rebecca Newell and Gabriel Mann. They did the music for the Legend of Spyro trilogy. But they've done it for all sorts of things. Like, there's a game that I almost tried to buy before I heard some bad reviews about it called Red Ninja. And I heard they did the music for that. And I have the, Sin Mara. I have the credits theme on my MP3 player because it's a damn good credits theme. It's really interesting. It's called Foolish Dream, I think, and it's really great. But it's like I have favorite composers. Okay, planetary scans indicate that the Sin Mara colony is vulnerable to its sun's hazardous solar flares. Malfunction detected in colony's magnetic shield. Shield must be reactivated to avoid exposing colony to unstable solar activity and potential annihilation. Annihilation! So this one you actually go in alone. You don't need anybody with you. There's no fighting or anything. You just walk around and do stuff. It's a fairly short mission. Like, seriously, only 2 minutes long, so. The sun looks really messed up. It kind of begs the question, why would they create a colony on a moon that they know is exposed to a lot of solar radiation? Like, I get shielding and stuff, but if that shielding fails, shouldn't they have some kind of, like, fail-safe? Like, oh no, the shielding's failing. Oh, we'll just let everyone on this colony die. Oh well. You know, they should have some kind of thing, like, maybe technicians, their own technicians who actually come over and fix their shield. Oh, what a thought, you know? Instead of Commander Shepard, who's trying to save human colonies across the entire galaxy, having to come over and fix your damn shield for you. Sorry, I don't know why I'm, like, yelling about this, but it's just like, come on. Common sense? You don't have any kind of technicians in your colony who could take a shuttle over really quickly? And don't you say that the solar radiation isn't, is preventing the... Oh. Alright, that didn't work. First you have to turn on the cooling systems. And is that already on? I always get confused when I do this place. Oh, okay. Basically these little yellow flickering lines tell you where stuff is. So first you need to turn this on, then you need to turn this on, and then you need to turn on the shield control over there in front of you. And then you're done. And there's only that one small thing to get. So don't worry about missing loot and stuff. It's just like credits, I think. I'm gonna unplug my camera, it's getting hot. And it has enough juice to run for about 2 hours. Or something like that. Maybe an hour, because I've been using it a lot. Anyway, look, shielding! Woohoo! Now we're trapped in a gigantic honeycomb! Yay! Okay. So, now we gotta go. Oh, we're gonna do the Firewalker, one of the Firewalker missions. The DLC, the Firewalker DLC. It's only in that one and Overlord that you get to take out your hammerhead and do anything with it. But yeah, we're gonna go get some stuff from a volcanic planet because that's a lot of fun. Woohoo! Okay. Galaxy map. And let's go ahead and do a little bit of scanning on Samara. Oops, where am I going? Okay, oh, yay.
Probe away.
Sorry, we just need some resources, people. We're like seriously running short on resources. And it bothers me because I like to upgrade things as much as possible. Here's the thing. Generally in games like this, you need to really give me a really good reason to start upgrading things. I don't go and just upgrade things, you know, oh, happy upgrades. Because I don't like spending anything that could be counted as any kind of currency or substitute for currency, such as mineral resources in a game. I like to conserve it. So,
Launching probe.
you know, when I'm playing games like The Sims, I will cheat for money because I want that money. I don't want money to be an issue. So pretty much all my Sims are rich with like 100,000 simoleons or more. It's very rare that I play a Sim with no cheated money in their account.
Probe away.
But as far as I know, there are no cheats for this game. Alright, maybe there are. I just haven't gone and looked them up
Probe launched.
because I like playing this game fairly. But for a long time there, I wouldn't really do these things. I wouldn't do upgrades. I'd completely forget they even existed. And I'd go back near the end of the game, or near the end of the game, quote unquote, where I would always quit, and find a heavy skin weave, and I'd be like, what's this? And I'd put it in, decrease damage that you take, and I'm just like, this thing is the best thing ever. But I like never, I don't know where I'm going with this rant. It has no purpose. Alright, let's go recover some damn research data. Now this one's kind of fun, actually. This mission. Oh, is this the... I really hope it is. There's something that really, it makes me laugh every time. I think it's here. Ugh, this might be rich though. Yep, it's purple. That's pretty.
Launching probe.
Just so you know, iridium isn't as much of a concern as other minerals are. Iridium and element 0.
Launching probe.
In order of most important to least important, I'd put platinum and palladium tied for first place, depending on your game. Sometimes I find that I have a huge palladium shortage, other times it's platinum, but the other one's fine, so it really depends on your game at the time. But then, so it's those two tied for first place, then iridium, and then element 0. Element 0, don't even bother mining for it. It's just, it's not like it's useless, but it's not that useful either.
Launching
You know, you'll use it, but you never run out of it on your own. The amount they give you at the start of the game for completing, or already having completed the game once is more than enough.
Launching probe.
I have never run out ever. I've never even got it to the point where you can see the gray, you know, bar not filled part of it.
Probe away.
But whatever. Anyway, I just really want to finish mining this planet really quickly because I want to see if I'm right, if this is the system that has my favorite planet of all time.
Launching probe.
You should probably know that I am a Star Trek fan. I wouldn't really consider myself a Trekkie. Ah, it is! But I am a big fan of Star Trek. And Kobayashi! Oh, and if you read its travel advisory, law enforcement authorities in Moskawa categorically state that their effective range does not extend as far as Kobayashi. A statistically significant number of distress signals have been broadcast from within the 1 million kilometer mark of Kobayashi, so civilian traffic is not advised. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, obviously those of you who haven't seen Star Trek won't get the joke, but let me just tell you right now, it's freaking brilliant. I love it half to death. Okay, just a quick explanation for those of you who don't know. The Kobayashi Maru is a test. Oh, I'm out of probes. That's not good. Oh, I hope I don't have to have a probe to go.
I have detected an anomaly.
That is not cool. Okay, I have to go back and buy some probes. Dang it! And I have the modular probe bay too. I'll waste money going over here for fuel.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Anyway, for those of you who don't know, who don't like Star Trek or don't watch it or whatever, The Kobayashi Maru is a test that, and forgive me actual Trekkies, I'm a bit rusty on it because I'm not like a huge Star Trek fan. I don't watch it all the time. But, it's a test that like Starfleet people, Starfleet is like the big organization around the galaxy, and I think it's human-headed, but, basically Starfleet, like, officers have to take this test, called the Kobayashi Maru, and it's an unwinnable situation, where they put you in a situation where you have to protect a ship, but it is going to die, no matter what you do. Everything that you try to do, is negated, like, you can't win. So the test is really to determine how well an officer like that will react under pressure, under stress, knowing that not only they, but the crew that they're trying to save is going to die. So that's why it's great, because not only is that planet called Kobayashi, but it's talking about, like, distress signals and stuff. I'm sorry, I just find that awesome. Their little Star Trek shout out. How many of you have gone to see the brand new Star Trek movie, Into Darkness? I loved it. I actually liked the first one, the rebooted Star Trek better, but I did love Into Darkness. I thought it was a great movie. Plus, it had Benedict Cumberbatch in it, and you can't go wrong with Benedict Cumberbatch. And for those of you who don't know him, shame on you. Benedict Cumberbatch is... oh, my goodness. Basically, you fall in love with him regardless of your gender or sexuality. But he is amazing. He played Sherlock in the series Sherlock. The BBC one, not the new crappy,
I have detected an anomaly.
what do you call it? Oh, and this place is good too. This show Elementary on American TV, I don't like it. I tried one episode and I already got tired of it. I mean, it's not even Sherlock Holmes. It's just some random detective show. It doesn't even mean anything. I watched one episode and I was like, no. And I get that they're changing John Watson into Joan Watson to try and have like more girls involved, you know, gender equality, things like that. But I'm all for gender equality. I would classify myself as a feminist, but I don't know, it just didn't work. I think what they were trying to do also is set up like sexual tension between Joan Watson and Sherlock, and it just didn't work. I didn't really like the show very much.
I have found something.
I don't know, it was just another detective show. Like, the first episode, literally, it kind of pissed me off, because I'd been watching Sherlock for a while, the British one, and I was just like, oh, this show is so great, and Sherlock is like this freaking genius. I could never, like, no one on this planet could ever match up to him and what he can do. His Sherlock scans, finding out information about people from the tiniest details in their appearance and what they do. And I was just, like, so impressed with what he could do, you know? Of course, it's a TV show, so it's not really happening, but, like, the fact that even just the writers can come up with these deductions is incredible. And so I, like, fell in love with the show. And so I'm hoping for some of the same brilliance from Elementary. So I'm like, okay, Sherlock Holmes is like this freaking genius, right? So what, he makes like, during the course of the 1 hour series premiere, he makes like 2 mildly, you know, interesting deductions. Ones that any normal person, like any normal smart person, could come up with, you know, in 15 minutes or something like that if you give him time. And then in the end, you know who is the key to solving the mystery? Joan Watson. She makes the deduction. She makes the final deduction that they need to solve the case. And I'm just sitting there like, no! It's supposed to be Sherlock! Okay, research station detected within volcano on planet surface. The research station... I can't speak today. Research station's data storage systems are still active and may contain valuable information. Warning! Volcano is unstable. Advise extreme caution. But yeah, it just kind of turned me off the whole show. That not only was Sherlock Holmes not nearly smart enough, he was just another TV detective, but in the end, it was Joan Watson that made the final. Plus, it just doesn't work. Joan Watson, it doesn't. I don't know. Like, if you were creating your own detective show, your own, seriously, like, your own unique detective show that wasn't based off Sherlock Holmes, fine. Have a female main character. You know what? That's great. I fully support that. Hang on, let me see. I'm taking it with me. But for goodness sake, you don't need to go around switching genders to create sexual tension between the two main characters from frickin' Sherlock Holmes. I don't know. It's sorry. This is like my first rant of the entire walkthrough that I've done so far. But I'm not a fan. Alright, if you like, if you're a fan of Elementary, fine, whatever, you know, to each his own. But I did not like it, and I, especially not with compared to Sherlock. Alright, maybe if you saw Elementary before you saw Sherlock, maybe you'd really like Elementary. But,
Primary systems online.
you know, I'm used to the, you know...
Adverse geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
Alright, this level has some kind of a funny glitch where it assumes that your M44 hammerhead is parked right here at all times, even when you're already controlling it. So look up here, that little thing, when you face this part of the level, it says M44. It's really funny. Anyway, so, you know, I guess if you'd seen Elementary before you saw Sherlock, you might like Elementary a lot more. But for Sherlock fans, it just does not match up in any way. It's just not as good. I wasn't a fan. So.
Warning. Area compromised due to unstable volcanic activity.
Don't worry. But there are lots of resources around here. So go around and grab these little yellow things.
Resources detected.
No, really?
Acquired.
So just go around, grab yourself some iridium, things like that. Don't go over there yet, though. Grab these, and then you want to go down a certain spiral path,
Acquired.
which would be over here. Just go down here, go down this thing. Oh, randomly ran into a rock pillar. But there's some resources down here that you can get. Also, if you fall in the lava, that's kind of a death sentence. But not completely, not as much as you might think, because I fell in the lava once. Oh no, you know what? I think in the Firewalker DLC, it is a death sentence, but in the Overlord DLC, falling in the lava, you can bounce out. Your hammerhead will just be really badly damaged, but it like fixes its own damage. You know, a lot faster than Mako too. You just have to avoid damage for like a minute or something, or not a minute, but like 15 to 30 seconds and you're good. So, anyway, moving along. Lots of stuff to grab around here. Mineral resources! What's nice about this is that if any of you ever actually use the jets on the Mako for anything other than fun or getting yourself unstuck from a weird position, if you actually used them, you'd find that if you lifted yourself into the air with the jets and then tried to do it again while you were still in midair, they would just fire for a split second and then you'd keep falling down at like the same rate. They'd only slow your descent. But on the hammerhead, if you're up here, you'll actually go back up again. And it doesn't last forever, you know, you'll eventually fall down. But you can do it a lot, unlike the Mako's jets, so it's actually really nice. I vastly prefer the hammerhead to Mako, but it's all personal opinion, you know. Anyway, ignore going up there. We'll go up there later. Right now, stop here. Oh, my camera's getting really hot. I think after this, I'll take it in front of the air conditioner for a few minutes. We got like 5 hours. People, we're doing really, really well on this walkthrough, playthrough, let's play, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a mixture in both a walkthrough and a let's play. You know, because I'm showing you things like how to get extra dialogue and stuff, but this game is so personalized. Your choices, you know. I'm showing you how to play as mostly a Paragon, but each person has their different opinions. Some person might want to take a Paragon action as a Paragon, or they might not want to. It's all personal opinion, and that's what I love about this game. No game is the same. Dr. Case's log number 1. We have detected a site of incredible significance located beneath the volcano. The unpredictable terrain will make retrieval of any data extremely hazardous. Anyway, there's really nothing, so go in here now.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins. Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all costs. I will not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The Geth, the Reapers, all of them, they must be stopped.
Thane, really? Sniper rifle? Come on.
Understood.
Switch up. Alright, let's go in this door. Oh, mistake! Oh! Whatever shall I do? As far as I know, doors, if you fail at them, they won't lock you out. You can try as many times as you like. But also, there's really nothing important in here except for one little thing of, iridium. So, you know, if you really want that iridium, take your time. But, whatever. Anyway, use this terminal before you do anything else. This hellish planet is a star map that points to a Prothean site of major significance. Dr. Aloy and I have mere hours to retrieve all we can before the conditions become too stable to continue. We learned too late that the local volcanic instability is magnified by our power grid. If only I had more time to study this, I'm sure the key to unlocking everything is here. Everything! Damn this planet! Alright, activate the senses, but first I think we're going to save the game. Oh, also, you can't save your game while you're inside the hammerhead. That's the only thing I don't like about the hammerhead, is that they refuse to let you save. And if you die, you have to start over from the beginning. Woohoo! The beginning of the entire level. In Overlord, they're nicer. It takes you back to your last saved position, apparently.
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
We have to get out of here.
Oh, that's not good. So I put my controller down for a second, and it's vibrating as we do this. So, it was on my bed, so my bed started shaking. And for a moment, I thought my phone was ringing, but then I saw that my phone was not ringing. So then I'm like, is this an earthquake? I completely forgot that the controller will vibrate at this point. You know, earthquakes aren't uncommon around here, you know, California. I don't know if you have misconceptions about it. It's not like there's, volcanoes. It's not like there's earthquakes all over the place all the time in California, but they're there, you know, they happen. We haven't had a big one in a long time. Also, don't speed. That's actually, I shouldn't have been doing that. Don't speed your way through these tunnels. You will be blindsided by certain areas. Such as right here, you'll go straight off the cliff. So, you know, be careful. Speeding is a bad choice. Oh no, volcano's exploding! But wait! I totally have to get this iridium! It's so important! Do not speed right here either. Don't speed through these tunnels at all. Okay? No speeding. Bad, bad, bad. Whoa! You know, not to mention you'll be running into those at full speed, but this. I almost fell off once. Alright, now you can speed. controller. Ugh, that just fell off my bed. Okay. Next up, oh, we're going back to the Ilium system, but we're not going to Ilium. We're going to its system, which is, I think, the Crescent Nebula. We got 2 little things to take care of there, and then, one more side quest in the Shrike Abyssal, and then we're gonna go take care of Tally's, little problem. And then, and then we do some DLCs. Oh, okay, I want to go actually
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
upgrade some stuff that I wasn't able to afford last time. Weapon upgrades? Nope. Armor upgrades? Ugh. Oh, really? That's all? Okay, well, fine. I don't need that much metagel. And we're done with loyalty missions for right now. So let's check our messages. That was a close one on Chromto Shepard. A disturbing fact has come to light in analyzing the channel used to transmit your findings. Unauthorized transmissions have been sent from the MSV Rosalie to an unknown destination. It's assumed this is how the Geth are tracking Drs. Case and Aloy. The data you retrieved gives us a definite location for Dr. Case's Prothean site. The Doctor was certain that the site held a Prothean revelation of enormous significance. It is recommended that you head there as soon as possible to counter any Geth retrieval missions already in play. Well, you know what? The problem is, I don't know if we can get things like Tally's loyalty mission and everything done before the day is over. So I think we're just gonna go and head over and do Overlord right now. Because it's a long one. And I'm sure this doesn't have any good stuff to... Nope, moderate. But this is rich. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do some scanning, but I'm also gonna cool off my camera. So I'll be back, guys. Bye! Okay, so we are back. Mined out freaking every planet in that system. Acer. Used up all of my probes, but it was worth it because now we are like way... we have like a ton of mineral resources. Anyway, I've made, oh gosh, look at all this. I've made my decision. We're gonna go do Overlord and then we're gonna go straight to Tally's mission. So no more mining for the time being. We're good. Anyway, I'm kind of glad that I got myself to go on a little rant there about Sherlock Elementary and everything, because I've been like so starved for things to talk about during this damn walkthrough. And going on a rant was good, you know? Plus, we're not really doing anything important, so... Oh, I think this is the snowstorm one. This one's kind of fun.
I have detected an anomaly.
Yep. Okay. This mission is kind of fun. Because you're in a snowstorm. Planetary scans detect signals from sensor pods left on this planet's surface. These pods may contain valuable data. Warning, surface temperatures are extremely low. Advise keeping hammerhead exposure to the cold at an absolute minimum. Why did I back out of there? We're landing.